No, 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 no! Ah, damn it. What? Why? How? Never get into trading. It's a total scam. Sound familiar? I'm sure you've heard that 1,000 times. If that were true, I'd be living in a cardboard box, not in the heart of the city. People who say that never took it seriously. If you want to get consistent, decent results, here's a quick crash course on trading. There are strategies that allow you to steadily work toward your goal, and there are strategies that can give you massive results, but they come with high risk. What did you expect? But there's also a strategy that makes you sure you never end up in the red. Never. And that's what I'm gonna share with you today. So the tool that will help you walk away with something even in tough times is the martingale principle. It lets you turn things around in a single session even after a streak of losses. You gotta understand, the martingale system, well known among traders, is not a trading strategy on its own. It's more of a capital management principle, and you need to combine it with a solid strategy. Let's jump into an example. Let's take two events with equal probabilities. Say green event and a red event. And we go with one of them. Let's pick red. If this works out, great, keep going. If it doesn't, we need to double our stake and try again. With this approach, one successful session can cover all previous losses. Now let's break down a more detailed example. Let's say we start with 1. We're gonna have 3 sessions. The first session is a loss, so we are down 1. In the next session, we double the previous amount and place 2. If that's also a loss, we're now down 3. But in the third session, let's say we succeed. Don't forget to double the deposit, so from 2 we now place 4. After the successful session, we've made 8, spent a total of 7 and come out with 1. So just one successful session is enough to bring the system into the green. This principle works for us too. By doubling the stake, you can bring previous losing sessions into the green. Just keep in mind that the size of your first session should be small. I usually go with no more than 2% of my deposit to make sure I can keep doubling and cover past losses. Alright, let's see how this works in practice. First, I'm opening up our favorite platform. As you remember, the mobile version is just as convenient as the desktop one, so sometimes I'm just lying in bed or sitting on the couch checking my trades early in the morning or late at night. Now watch how I'm gonna demonstrate the martingale principle in action. I'll keep reminding you we're not taking big risks here, starting small. I've got 2,500 right now. I'll start my first session with 50. You can calculate something similar. Don't risk more, right? Guys, watch this. I'm gonna intentionally open a random session and trade down just to show you how the martingale principle works. I need to go into the red so I can show you how to recover using this strategy. We've already got the session open and there are just 15 seconds left. We're pretty close to the opening candle. Let's wait for this last few seconds. And there it is, a small loss of 50. I mean, you could get upset about that, but we are not, because this was part of the plan, guys. Now listen up carefully. For the next move, I'm doubling our stake. So we started with 50 and now we're going up to 100. Why am I doing this? Well, if this session closes in green, it will cover both the current stake and the previous loss. This way we cancel out all our losses. The session is underway and we're waiting for the results. We've got 30 seconds left. The chart's still in the red, but no worries, because with martingale principle we can recover even from a streak of losses. If the candle closes in the red again, we'll double the stake once more and give it another shot. By the way, the total amount we've got will cover a streak of 3 losing sessions. Just a few seconds left. And it closes in the red again, down 115 total. Wow, what an achievement. Anyway, let's move forward. Now the next stake is 200. Okay guys, I'm confidently opening another session, going down. I love this method because it helps recover losses when mistakes happen. Again, for me, this is not about quick returns. It's a tool to make up for losses. But you've got to use it wisely, or you could burn through your whole account. That's what I teach on my Telegram. I show all my tricks and steps, which is why my followers make 716 per session. The link to channel is in the description and pinned comment. One more thing. Right now, I'm just opening random session, not following any specific strategy, so keep that in mind and don't do this yourself. We're waiting for the result, and as you can see, the session closed in the red, so we'll double the next stake again. We've had 3 losing sessions, but we're sticking with the martingale strategy and doubling the stake. The next amount is 400. We've got just 46 seconds until the expiration, and we've already put a total of 750 into these sessions. Let's be honest, this is pretty nerve-wracking even for me. Just kidding. But seriously, this just shows why it's important to stick to strategies and not take unnecessary risks. There are only 13 seconds left, and it's in the green. I think the session is going to end well. Congrats, we just got 768. As you can see, we had a streak of 3 losing trades, but thanks to the martingale principle, 1 successful session covered all 3 losses and we ended up with a bit of a return. I'm now at 2,518, and that's after missing 3 times and hitting just once. I'd say that's a pretty solid result. Finally, just to repeat, it's not a magic wand. I use martingale to recover losses, not to blow up my wallet. This is not a casino strategy, it's a serious approach to risk management. If you want to know more about how I use this and other methods in my system and how to trade safely, make sure to subscribe to my Telegram channel. I'm always sharing strategies and approaches that actually work in practice. The link is in the description and the top pinned comment.